Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to another video. Yo, we're back with the NFL 2023 to 2024 season. And I believe this is like my third or fourth time in a row of doing this. And so far, and I'm super excited to get into this season. This is made on May the 13th. Uh, and we are, so like, it's not before the draft or anything like this. This is like up to date, you know. And I'm gonna give my predictions. This is the updated season. Literally, the the schedules just came out on Thursday, and here we are on playoff predictions for the third or fourth time in a row. I believe it's third for the third season in a row. Over here, giving my predictions. Please make sure you like and subscribe before we get into this, and make sure you go subscribe to Dougie Takes. It's just like Dougie Reacts, but other than Dougie Reacts, put takes like TAKES. I said key, bro. I'm tripping. All right, let's get into this. Now we have Jaguars versus the Colts. I'm gonna have. Well, will Anthony Richardson be starting? Probably. And it's going to be his first game, you know. I'm going to have Jaguars with the win. And as you can see, our playoff predictions work. Let me make sure this is, you can see all the teams, you know. All right, there we go. And then Bengals versus the Browns. Deshaun's like first game after actually playing some football. I'm going to have the Bengals, even though they start the season kind of slow. It wouldn't be an upset, in my opinion, especially with the Browns at home if they would lose, but I'm going to have the Bengals. Next, Texas versus Ravens. I'm going to have Lamar. Lamar got that big contract, you know. I believe it's the same money as Jalen Hurts, if not more, which I doubt it is. I think they have like the same amount. And then CJ Stroud's first game should hopefully be good. Raiders versus Broncos. Uh, two teams that are like just not good anymore. I had the Raiders is like going like 15-2 last season. I had them as like the top team. Of course, I didn't have the Chiefs even making the playoffs last year. And yeah, I had this entire division being good except for the Chiefs. I even had the Broncos being super good. And then yeah, we saw how that went. So I'm also gonna be thinking about how in these past years I'm gonna be thinking of unpredictable things like the seasons be unpredictable when they come. Teams you wouldn't expect be bad. Like the Saints, I mean, they're like a really underdog team. My team, they're really underdog. And they just like, yeah. Miami versus Chargers. We'll have Miami. Chargers, bro, that team struggles all year, man. All year they struggle. And it's always something. Bills, Jets. First game. Okay. This is Monday night football right here. I'm gonna have I'm gonna have the Jet I'm gonna have the Jets win. Uh, don't think just because this first one I got them being like super big or something. We'll see going down the line with their schedule, but the Bills, I mean, with Josh Allen and stuff, I feel like if you do have like that pretty solid team, like how the Jets are, a pretty young team, kind of like the Bengals, except they have Aaron Rodgers, an older quarterback, future Hall of Famer though, and yeah, that's why I'm gonna have the Jets. Next, AFC versus NFC Week One. Detroit, Kansas City, Kansas City. Uh, San Francisco Steelers. I got the Steelers. I don't really know how this quarterback situation is right now. I think it's Sam Donald. Uh, but yeah, I'm gonna have this be the upset because they'll work some things around. And I think they're just gonna realize at some point off the games, Trey Lance needs to go in. Steelers versus Saints. I got the Saints. Uh, this team literally lost to the Giants first week of last year, and yeah, you could be like, well, the Giants were actually pretty good last year. Let's be honest, that team was kind of fraud, dude. I mean, Daniel Dimes got his money now. We'll see how he plays. Eagles win. Saints are at home first game, and Oh, and it says the time. That's cool. Thursday night football right here. First game of the season. Next we got Cardinals, Commanders. I got the Cardinals. Right here we got Falcons, Panthers, division rival game. Bryce Young's first game ever playing, so I'm gonna have the Falcons win, as they could perhaps most likely be a contender. Vikings versus Bucks. I got the Vikings winning over the Bucks. They're gonna most likely have Baker Mayfield start, if not Kyle Trask. And yeah, that team is just not going to be the same, especially with Todd Boyles at coach. Packers, Green Bay Packers, Chicago Bears. I'm gonna have the Bears win. I mean, they got DJ Moore. Justin Fields is looking better. He looks more solid as a quarterback. He has the arms. He has the speed. He has the plays. He has the big plays down the field. Rams, Seahawks. I'm gonna have the Seahawks at home too. Yeah, I'm gonna have the Seahawks. Uh, I mean, dude, they have DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, Jackson Smith, Njigba, who has the number one wide receiver in the draft, and they dropped all the way to he dropped all the way to the 20th spot. Plus, they got the Broncos pick at number 5. It was to get Devin Witherspoon with what's his name, Tyreek Woolen. I was thinking of the other young corner they have on the other side. Dallas Giants. I'm gonna go with Dallas. This is Sunday. This has to be like 4 o'clock. Okay, that's Sunday night football week 2. We're in. Make sure I did all these. All right, let's go week 2. Chiefs, Jaguars. I'm gonna have the Chiefs. Ravens, Bengals. That should be good. I'm gonna have the Bengals I'm gonna have the Ravens beat the Bengals. Like I said, Bengals at the beginning of the season, they start pretty slow, you know. That's why they don't get the best of records. I'm pretty sure they did have a pretty good record last year though. Next, Raiders, Bills. I'm gonna have the Bills. I got this kind of be like blood right here. For real. This team missed out on Will Levis, dude. Oh my gosh, they sold. Chargers, Titans. I'm gonna have the Chargers winning. I don't really know their quarterback situation either. I mean, Ryan Tannehill's getting older to where you won't really have that passing game. Do they even still really have a wide receiver? I don't think so. So, yeah, Chargers, they're a solid team too. Colts, Texans. Anthony Richardson versus CJ Stroud. I got CJ Stroud winning. I got the Texans getting the win on this one. With a shocker. Uh, I mean, Anthony Richardson, I mean, we'll really have to see something out of him. I think CJ Stroud could be pretty solid. Uh, Actually, I'm going to go with the Colts. I mean, I saw Anthony Richardson at the mini camp, his highlights, how he was. He looks pretty good, to be honest. CJ Stroud, Anthony Richardson right here matchup. Plus, the Colts is just a better team in general. Miami, New England, right here. A good old game up in New England too. I'm gonna go ahead and have Miami win as they go ahead and get themselves as 2-0, while New England is 0-2. Browns, Steelers. I'm gonna have the Browns with the first win. Deshaun gets his first win. Steelers going 1-1. Dallas Jets. I'm gonna have the Jets win again with Aaron Rodgers and stuff. Should be pretty good. Denver. Well, Commanders at Denver. I'm gonna actually go ahead and have Denver winning. I mean, we all know Sam Howell's going to start. I think Sam Howell does have some good potential. What time is this game? 4 o'clock. Or somebody's going to watch this. But yeah, this game should be pretty good though. If you're a fan of these teams, me personally. My Minnesota Eagles, solid game. What time is this game? Oh, it's Thursday at night. Eagles. Bears, Buccaneers. This should be a pretty solid game. I'm gonna go ahead and have the Buccaneers win. Uh, I just feel like Buccaneers, like, other than the coaching and the quarterback issue, Baker low key is a little bit underrated. But the throws that you see Tom Brady making with this team, that's not going to happen with Baker. I don't think he'll be able to see all those reads. And let's say Baker got a couple seconds in the pocket, and let's say Chris Godwin, he's low key the slant boy 2.0 Chris Godwin, bro. But let's say he hits like a deep slant, like a 10-yard slant, mid post, a slot post kind of, and let's say Baker got some time, but he kind of has to move around in that pocket. He's not getting that throw off, buddy. Green Bay, Atlanta. I'm gonna have Green Bay winning. Jordan Love. I feel like the more and more. I mean, they're in training camp coming up. I think it starts tomorrow. I could be tripping, but they got training camp coming up. Team chemistry. They built that really well. I think Jordan Love, not because of the story how Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers have that happen, and now Aaron Rodgers so good, and now the kind of same things happening. How Aaron Rodgers is Brett Favre, and perhaps Jordan Love could be Aaron. That's a hot. I can't say that because I don't even agree with that. How I could say Jordan Love is like in Aaron Rodgers' spot. I'm gonna have Green Bay win though over Atlanta. So yeah, I'll do that. I got Detroit in the first win versus Seattle Seahawks at home too. So yeah, as they're going 1-1 right now. Seattle, they should be in the. They're at 11th, 1-1. San Fran, LA Rams. I'm gonna have the Rams win this game right here. Go 1-1. San Francisco. I mean, again, they don't have the quarterback really. They have Sam Donald. I don't really mind Sam Donald. Like, if you don't have a quarterback, I think Sam Donald would be a good quarterback for you to get. Me personally, I wouldn't want him. Uh, Cardinals, Giants. I got the Giants winning right here. Giants get their first win of the season. Psych, Arizona. Uh, no, psych, Giants. Again, they look pretty fine. If Danny Dimes does play better off of his money that he got, and he works more because they're paying him to play, then yeah, I got the Giants. I mean, they have a team. Saints, Panthers. Bryce Young plays versus Derek Carr. I'm gonna go with the Saints because it is I like Bryce Young. I'm not sure this really has to do anything about it, but I'm just saying. Bryce Young first primetime game. He's going against a really good defense. Um, with a team that's not the best on offensive. Even I think Jonathan Mingo could be really good, and yeah. Plus, it's starting off the season, so the chemistry is not the best between the teams. And next, we're gonna have week 3 coming up. Let's see how long we're in this video. Okay, we normally have pretty long videos when we do this. Titans, Browns, week 3. I'm gonna have the Titans lose to the Browns. I'm gonna have the Browns winning right here. I believe Tennessee's going 1-2 right now. Browns are 2-1. 0-3. Okay. Texans, Houston Texans versus Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm gonna have the Jaguars win. Holy, this division sucks. Wait, did I miss the Colts game or something? Oh, Colts versus Texans. My bad. I was on Colts. All right. Ravens, yeah, you're losing that one. Colts. Ravens versus Colts. Ravens are gonna win. Miami, Denver, it could be a pretty close game. Could look it be an upset. I don't have Miami though. They're going 3-0 right now. New England versus the Jets. I'm gonna have the Jets win. They're going 3-0. Pretty easy schedule to start off for them right now. Uh, Steelers, Raiders. I'm gonna have the Steelers win. They get their first win of the season. Yep. Commanders, Bills. I'm gonna have the Bills win. Minnesota Chargers. I'm gonna have Minnesota win. They're at home. I feel like some kind of upset's gonna happen. Yeah. Uh, Next we got, you know what? Because every single time I do this, every single time so far when I've been doing all these predictions, the first 2 years I did this, I had the Minnesota's being amazing. I had them making the playoffs, and they went kind of deep. Maybe to like the before the championship. Uh, then last year I had them being like not good, and then they make the playoffs with like a 13-4 record. It's crazy. Chiefs gonna beat the Bears. Bengals gonna beat the Rams. Uh, Super Bowl matchup. That's how they gonna be feeling. Bengals win Monday Night Football. I don't think they faced yet either since the Super Bowl matchup. Giants, 49ers. I'm gonna have the 49ers win. 49ers gonna get some starter if it's Sam Donald starting to play good or if it's Trey Lance getting into that field. Detroit Falcons. I got Detroit. Saints Packers. Saints again. It's just how Jordan Love, how his career is now starting, and he's only at week 3 right now. He's only at week 3, and I mean, you're going against a veteran quarterback with a veteran wide receiver, perhaps if he doesn't get injured. A very young, good offense, and a heck of a defense, like I keep on saying about that team. Carolina Seahawks. I got Seahawks. Uh, Dallas, Arizona, Dallas. It could be a tight game. I think Dallas probably just come out. Eagles, Tampa. I got Eagles. I think they're still undefeated right now. Yeah, they are 3-0, number 1. Miami, Buffalo. We'll go with Miami wins. I think we'll go with Miami wins. Ravens, Browns. Upset. Browns win. Browns win. They go 3-1, number 1 for the division. Steelers, Texas. I'm going to have the Texans win on the upset. Bengals, Titans. I'm going to have the Titans. I'm going to have the Bengals win. Bengals are now 3-1. Very good division right here. Right here, Raiders, Chargers. I'm going to have the Chargers winning. Chiefs, Jets. I'm going to have the... Well, this is the first time they ever win against one another. Very young team, very good team. I'm going to have the Jets win. They're going to go 4-0. Chiefs going to get their first loss of the season. Chargers take number 1 in the division. Jets number 1 up there. Falcons, Jags. I'm going to have the Jags lose to the Falcons. Falcons go 2-2. Rams, Colts. I'm gonna have the Rams. I'm gonna have the Rams win. Rams now go 2-2. Colts about 1-3. Yeah. Broncos, Bears. I'm gonna have the Broncos win. No, I'm gonna have the Bears win. I'm gonna have the Bears win. It's gonna be something crazy that they're gonna do. Be able to get that win. New England, Cowboys. We already know at some point Cowboys gonna choke or some. New England wins. New England goes to 1-3. Dallas goes to 2-2. Also, I don't have them be good like they kind of were the other years. I don't know. We'll see. Detroit, Green Bay got Detroit. Minnesota, Carolina. Carolina gets their first win of the season. No, tripping. So they're 0-4. Minnesota's 2-2. Uh, I mean, it's just the teams they're going against at the beginning of the season, honestly, for the Panthers. Eagles. Commanders got Eagles again. They're going 4-0. Tampa Bay Saints got Saints. I mean, just really tough defense. Buccaneers could only beat the Saints like 1 out of 5 times regular season games, or it was like 1 out of 6 times out of regular season games. Or no, it was 2 out of 6 because they beat the Saints all regular season last season. So now they don't have Tom Brady. Saints should be able to win this one, especially at home. Arizona, San Fran. I'm gonna have Arizona win. Arizona's going 2-2. San Fran's 1-3, and then I'm gonna have Seattle beat the Giants. The Giants are about 2-4 right now, or something like that. I don't know where they at. They're NFC, 1-3. Jags, Bills. I'm gonna have the Jags, man. That was a joke. All right, man. And they're actually 2-3 right now. Number 1. Tennessee get their first win versus the Colts. Colts go 1-4. Ravens go ahead 4-1, takes number 1 in the division so far. Denver versus the Jets. I'm gonna have the Jets win again. I got the Dolphins beating the Giants. I'm gonna have the Texans beat the Falcons. Falcons, we're gonna have them as a really like shaky team, you know, inconsistent, and then you already know they have problems with choking. So I mean, I'm gonna have the Saints beat New England. I mean, New England's already 1-3 before this game even happened. So yeah, Bengals, Arizona. I'm gonna have Arizona winning off a little upset. Now they both go 3-2. Kansas City is going to beat New England. I mean, gonna beat Minnesota. Green Bay, Las Vegas, where I have Green Bay win. They now go 2-3. Bears beat the Commanders. Commanders going 0-5 with Sam Howell right now. Bears are now at where the Bears 3-2. Carolina, Detroit. Tough start for Carolina. Tough schedule to start off. And on top of it, I mean, it's just gonna keep on going with Detroit winning. Detroit's now 4-1 in their division. We're gonna have the Eagles lose their first game. Actually, we're gonna have Eagles lose their first game to the Rams if Matthew Stafford's healthy, Cooper Kupp's healthy. I mean, this is still like kind of like a playoff team a little bit, you know. And then we're gonna have Dallas go ahead and win versus San Fran. All right. Chiefs beat Detroit. I mean, Denver upset Tennessee, beats the Ravens. Tennessee is now 2-4. Ravens go down to 4-2. I just feel like that Derrick Henry running probably could go crazy at some point. Realize they really need him. Perhaps good passing in the game. Who knows? Maybe Will Levis comes in or something. We'll see. Now we got Indianapolis Colts versus Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm gonna have the Jaguars win. Jaguars now go 3-3, number 1 in the division, number 4 in the seeds. Draft order. Wait, you could like see like the current draft order. That's low key pretty cool. Okay, we'll keep that on. Low key shows like the entire like division, like who's best to worst. New England versus the Raiders. I'm gonna have New England win. They're now going 2-4. Just had a bye week. I'm gonna have Seattle beat the Bengals. Carolina, Miami. I'm gonna have Miami go 6-0. San Fran's Browns. My bad, I'm tripping. Browns win. They are now 4-1 after their bye week. Saints versus Texans. I'm gonna have the Saints win. versus the Texans. I mean, with CJ Stroud and stuff, they're already kind of struggling right now as they now go down to 2-4. Uh, Eagles. Eagles Jets. I'm gonna have the Jets win. Will I have the Jets win? No, I'm gonna have the Eagles beat the Jets. Jets go 5-1. Miami now the new number one on the AFC side. Bills gonna beat the Giants. Chargers gonna beat Dallas. Falcons are gonna beat Commanders. Detroit's gonna beat the Buccaneers. Minnesota beats the Bears. Rams beats the Cardinals. Week 7, October 19th, my birthday. And we got the Saints playing on the 19th, which I saw on our schedule, super excited about, but I'm going to have to take our first loss, sadly, on my birthday. Jaguars now 4-3, Saints 6-1. Super easy schedule for the Saints. I mean, if Derek Carr plays like a Derek Carr we know, not the bad version, the good version, like this team could be 6-1. And with the second easiest schedule in the league, I mean, come on. Falcons, Buccaneers, got Buccaneers winning. And they have the easiest schedule in the entire league, the Atlanta Falcons. And they're going 3-4 right now. Chargers beat the Chiefs on a little upset. At home. Not at home. 6-1 for the Chiefs. Browns, Colts, we're gonna have Colts there at home. A little upset, you know. Colts are now 2-5. Browns go 4-2. And like I've been saying for a while, I'm gonna have the Ravens beat Detroit. Like I've been saying for a while, it's a lot of what was it? It was like the Tampa went against the Chiefs. It was, or it was either the season after that season, where the best team could lose to the worst team in the league. And it would be a shocker, but you wouldn't be that shocked because like all the teams were like so inconsistent. Like you just had like every team losing like every team. It was like so inconsistent. And that's kind of how this season's kind of going a little bit. Not really, kind of, but that's kind of how I had to also think it. Yeah. One of the Bears beat the Raiders. Steelers beat the Rams by week in Rams house. I don't really care. They suck. Green Bay loses to the Broncos. I want to say. So now Green Bay is now 2-4. Eagles beat Miami. I think that's Miami's first loss. Yes, it is. Washington Commanders versus New York Giants. I'm gonna have the Giants win. I'm gonna have Arizona win off of upset versus Seattle. Seattle's now going 4-2. Arizona's going 4-3 right now. I'm gonna have Minnesota beat the 49ers, who are now 1-6, struggling. All right. I'm gonna have the Steelers beat the Jaguars on a little upset. I'm gonna have New England beat Miami on a little upset. I'm gonna have Kansas City beat the Broncos. No shock there. Bills beat Tampa. Is this first win for Carolina Panthers versus CJ Stroud? Two best friends going against one another. At home, both just had bye weeks. I'm gonna have the Jets win. I'm gonna have the Saints win. I'm gonna have the Titans win. I'm gonna have Seattle win on a little upset. I'm gonna have Baltimore win, Bengals win. I'm gonna have a tight game. I'm gonna have this one be a tie, first tie. Bears versus Chargers. Detroit wins versus the Las Vegas Raiders. This is also gonna be a very tight game right here, I would say. but I'm gonna give it a little bit to the Rams. Then we're gonna have Green Bay at home, upset and beats Minnesota Vikings. Jaire Alexander. Eagles, Philadelphia Eagles beat the Commanders. They are now number 2. Next, we're gonna have the Steelers we're gonna have the Titans beat the Steelers. So we have the Steelers at 3-5. We have Titans at 4-4. Chiefs beat Miami. Miami's all the way down to 6-3 right now. Bengals get the best of Buffalo. We're gonna have the Chargers beat the Jets as they go down to 6-2. We're gonna have the New England Patriots kind of on a little comeback as they're now going 4-5. We're gonna have the Arizona Cardinals beat the Browns. Browns are going 4-4. Arizona about the same, 5-4. Baltimore wins. Baltimore is now 7-2. Seattle 5-3. CJ Stroud gets them a nice little win. They go 3-5 right now. Tampa's going 2-6. CJ Stroud able to get his second win. They got a little bit of something going on themselves. And the Raiders are going to beat the Giants. Next, we got Minnesota to beat Atlanta. We got the Saints to lose to the Bears. Bears are now 5-3-1. As the Saints go down to 7-2. Justin Fields running all over that team. Could be a perhaps. Of course, as a Saints fan, I really hope this team go undefeated, especially with the 31st easiest schedule in the division. Justin Fields, DJ Moore, pretty tough. I'm gonna have the Saints win. That was cap. I have the Saints win, maybe. Dang. You know what? Second tie right here. We're gonna make this one a tie. Yeah. I mean, like the Bears. I mean, like Saints would of course be like favorite at big time right now. They have a really good team. You know what? I'm gonna go with the Saints. I mean, Michael Thomas, if he stays healthy, he could run all over this team. Kind of like how this team absolutely destroyed the Bears. Well, not absolutely, but how they beat the Bears pretty badly at wild card. Embarrassed them. With of another veteran quarterback right there and stuff, you know. Eagles win. No, I'm gonna have the Eagles lose to Dallas. Then we'll have Rams beat as they go number 1 in the division now. Cause Seattle low key selling. Commanders are number 1 right now for the draft pick. 49ers number 2. Colts number 3. Eagles also number 3, as they must have another draft pick that they just got somehow again. Ravens beat the Browns. Ravens go 8-2. Browns 4-5. Started a little bit of a flip on that team. Bengals beat the Texans. What a comeback by New England. They are now 5-5. I believe they started like 1-4, 0-5. I think it was 1-4. Jets able to beat the Raiders. Bills able to beat Denver. Jacksonville able to beat 49ers. Tampa able to beat the Tennessee Titans. Detroit is going to lose, actually, to the Chargers. LA Chargers. They are now 6-2. And 1. Then we're going to have Green Bay beat the Steelers. Thursday Night Football. Low-key after a tough game, I'm gonna have Carolina win. They go 3-6. I'm gonna have Minnesota beat the Saints, sadly, right here. I'm gonna then have. Will I have that? No, I'm not. Nah. I mean, I can't do this. I mean, I'm just thinking about Jay Jets, how he could low-key run over this team. But do they have Kirk Cousins back there, kind of struggling? Their defense is pretty weak, and I mean, team is pretty strong. Even with Michael Thomas, perhaps if he would get injured, please stay healthy, MT Michael Thomas. But we have A.T. Perry. I feel like he has a lot of roof, a lot of top. He could low-key take that MT spot if he gets injured again, or if he ends up leaving, like getting rid of him, MT. So yeah, Cardinals 6-4 after beating the Falcons on a probably easy win. Dallas beats the Giants, and Seattle beats the Commanders. Rams lose to Seattle Seahawks. We're gonna have this is week 11. We're gonna have San Fran beat Tampa on a little upset. We would say right because they're number 4. Buccaneers are just right there, number 7 now. Giants win. Dallas wins. Detroit wins. Bears are 4-6-1 right now. And but they did somehow have like a game versus the Saints. You know, they're kind of struggling right now. So perhaps you could have some doubt on the Saints. You could for sure have some doubt on the Jets. And perhaps doubt on Cardinals and Seahawks. Cowboys, of course, you would. I'm actually going to have the Bears win this game, though. If not, a tie. Oh wow, this is a heck of a game. Yeah, this is really good Monday Night Football. Both just had a bye week. Rematch the Super Bowl. You love to see these rematches. It's just gonna be the Chiefs winning again. Eagles now in the 3rd seed. They go down to 7-3. Minnesota beats Denver. Upset. Jordan Love's giving some chemistry with his team, trying to come back 5-5 right now. He is the 10th right now. On here, he's 15th for the entire like NFL. Kind of is. So let's check this out. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right. Cardinals beat the Texans. Ravens beat the Bengals beat the Ravens. I'm a little upset, especially after being off. A little upset, you know. We're gonna have Dolphins beating the Bengals. Also, be good to see the Bengals with Lamar at home playing against the Bengals. That'd be cool. The probably watch most honestly. Thursday Night Football too. Uh, Buffalo Bills beat the Jets. Would you call it an upset? I mean, hey, that just gave Bills #1. Like I said, perhaps you could be giving that one the Jets. Perhaps Dolphins at number 7 with a 7-3 record. So they're lucky, kind of fighting for a spot right now. At 7-3, Chargers are 6-3, and they're struggling to get a spot. And you could say like some teams are already eliminated. 0-11, holy. Steelers beat the Browns on an upset. And Jaguars beat Tennessee. Miami beats the Jets. The Jets are now fully out of the picture. I believe they lost them twice to the Jets. I mean, the Jets have lost to Miami twice. Bengals beat Steelers, upset at home. Texans beat the Jaguars. Jaguars now going 6-5. Chiefs win. Browns win. Chargers win. Chargers are now number 6, 7-3-1. Ravens 8-4. Bengals get number 1 spot. New England wins. Colts win. Panthers win. Bills win. Saints win. Seattle wins. Dallas wins. And I'm gonna have an upset. Green Bay wins and takes the number 1 seed. Oh my gosh. Bears win. Very tight division going on down here. Very tight. And whoever doesn't win this division down here, you're not going to the playoffs, and they're all playing pretty decent. It's kind of crazy how Detroit got all the way down to 6-5 with an upset that they lost. And Chargers beat New England. New England down to 6-6. Colts beat Tennessee. Colts are now 4-8. Titans also 4-8. Broncos win. Broncos are now 4-8 also. Bengals win. Miami wins. Arizona wins. Jets win. Rams win. Chiefs win. Detroit wins. Dallas wins. Panthers win. 49ers win. And I'm thinking an upset, actually. Seattle wins. Eagles still are the number 1 seed. Dallas 7-5. Buffalo beats the Chiefs. Bengals beat the Colts. Jets beat the Texans. They're all the way down number 3. Upset, Broncos beat the Jaguars. This is a very tight division, even with the Jaguars with a losing record now after losing 6-7. Broncos probably wishing they were in the Jaguars division. New England versus the Steelers. New England wins. They're now 7-6, I believe so. Yeah. Minnesota Vikings beat the Raiders. And then off just a bye week, we're going to have Baltimore beat the Rams. Rams are 9-4. I'm going to have the Buccaneers win off an upset. Kinda, you could say. Bears win. I mean, they literally were on a bye week. And look at this division right here, man. I'm going to have the Giants win on upset. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Tripping. Forget I'm having how it is. Jordan Love is building himself up. The chemistry with the team. You're starting to realize he's number 2 in the division right now. Very tight division. Saints beat the Panthers at home. Seattle beats the 49ers. Eagles beat the Cowboys. Chargers beat the Raiders. Upset right here. Colts 5-9 beat the Steelers. Miami giving this Jets team struggles as the Dolphins go 10-3 after beating the Jets, I believe, for the second time. They're 2-3 in the division. They're struggling. Chiefs win versus New England. Baltimore beats Jaguars. They're 6-8 right now. It's a tight schedule for Jaguars. Saints beat the Giants. Green Bay beats the Bucks. Falcons beat the Panthers on a little upset. But it's like a game really nobody really cares about. Eagles beat the Seahawks. Rams beat the Commanders. They take #1 with the #2 spot too. Cardinals beat the 49ers. Bills beat the Cowboys. Vikings get the upset versus the Bengals Saturday afternoon. Not, I guess it is starting to do Saturday games right there. Detroit beats the Broncos, and Cleveland loses to the Bears. Bears still #1, but now Packers can actually now make it too, but Dallas wouldn't be able to make it. All three of these teams would make it, perhaps. And then yeah, I mean the NFC South. I mean yeah, Bengals win. Chargers get an upset. Texans get an upset. His Texans are now, what is the Texans? 5-9. New England gets an upset. Broncos 4-10 right now. Holy, what's their draft pick? 8. 4-10. You got the #8 spot. That's rough. I have no clue how the Eagles have that early of a pick. Raiders struggling. Commanders don't even have one win yet. They suck. Will their first win be this week? Where are they at? Nope. Oh man, probably one versus the Giants. Rams Saints might have the Rams win. I mean it's at home, tight game, Thursday night. Who knows? I mean it could make the Saints look weak, but I mean we'll see. I mean other games they could look very dominant. It's just hey they're going against another tough team in the NFC. Detroit beats Minnesota. Minnesota's kind of flopping right now. Green Bay wins, takes Detroit out that spot. Seattle beats Tennessee. Colts beat the Falcons. Jaguars beat the Bucks. Upset. Dallas beats the Dolphins. That should be a good matchup. What time is that one? 4:25. All right. And let's see. 8-7 for Dallas. Miami 10-4. Ravens win versus 49ers. Of course, Chiefs are going to beat the Raiders, especially at home. Of course, Eagles are going to beat the Giants to be, and then Cardinals beat the Bears. Jets win. Let's see how long we're in this. Okay, we gotta start hurrying up. We're at week 17 though. So what? We have week 18 next, and they're all divisional games. Oh wow. Okay. I didn't even know. Oh, I didn't even realize how they were all divisional games. I didn't realize it. So I mean, hey, this is like only these two teams. These are gonna be like, well, perhaps like last week was like the big last games of the AFC versus NFC kind of games, and now you're kind of in your like conference again, except for these 4 teams right here, which Panthers are gonna lose to the Jags. Seattle beats the Steelers. And then yeah, unless you make the Super Bowl, I mean, you're not gonna go against the AFC for the rest of the season. Buffalo beats New England. I mean, I guess if they weren't eliminated already. Right. #7, yeah, 10-4 for #7. It's pretty crazy. Colts beat. As they're going 7-9. They're not going out bad. They're not going out that bad. 8-9. I mean, they're still not gonna make it. Miami wins and kind of confirms it if it wasn't already. Versus the Ravens. Ravens are now in trouble. Dude, this would be a good matchup, dude. On Christmas too? Ooh, are these all Christmas games? It's not bad for Christmas. God dang. Wait, this. Bruh. Nah, bro. I'm slow, bro. I'm thinking December 31st is Christmas, dude. I'm tripping. Yo. Nah, forgive me for that, bro. Nah, that's crazy. Wait, these are Christmas. Dude, I'm slow. Holy. What are the Christmas matchup? No way. Oh, these Mondays right here. Okay, I don't care about this one. This one. I mean, off of the rankings, I mean, kind of sucks. Okay, the Christmas game's pretty trash. Mondays, okay. Yeah, they suck. And once we get more into the year, they sound good from the beginning, and then we just realize, well, these games actually do suck. We have the Bengals getting the best of the Chiefs, and I think that might give Bengals that divisional win right there to win their division. And then on top of it, Chargers get their win, tie up the losses kind of because they're the tie. How they? Oh yeah, they had bye. They have Chiefs not had their bye week. I'm so confused. No way, you don't have bye weeks this late. Uh, Detroit, Dallas. Detroit wins versus Dallas. Kind of takes what eliminates Dallas. Yeah, I think it's eliminating Dallas right there. Confirms it. Confirmed it. Yeah, Dallas out the playoffs completely. Too tough on the NFC side this year. Rams win. I think this might give them the maybe because with the divisional wins, they confirmed locked in on the win on the conference. Saints, of course, locked in like the first seed, probably right. Oh wow, Saints go all the way down to 3 if they lose one. Well, Saints or Buccaneers should be able to win that one. Go 5-0 in the division. Commanders get their first win versus the 49ers. I think the first win. Yeah, first win. Good stuff, Commanders. Good stuff. Bears fighting hard. They go ahead. I mean, it's low key kind of close between these two divisions. Dallas, all the other teams under, they're eliminated. And then Green Bay beats Minnesota, which eliminates Minnesota. And that, oh wow, Lions are actually in that picture right now. So Jets, I guess they're looking at a playoff spot right now. They need the Ravens to lose. Buffalo upset. Kind of, if you want to say, which brings Miami down to the number 7 spot, and Jets are kind of confirmed to get a playoff spot, perhaps because Ravens are going to win. And wow, Ravens get the number 7 spot at 12-5, and Dolphins look like they might get eliminated because everybody else in the division is going to finally see. Bengals, we're going to have them win versus the Browns. Bengals win the conference. Texans, Colts, good old Anthony Richardson versus C.J. Stroud. So we could be seeing for season to come on, maybe to happen. Maybe we'll see. I guess. We're gonna have Jacksonville winning. We're gonna have C.J. Stroud lose to Anthony Richardson. Teams end up being 8-9. That's pretty solid. 5-11. Not too shabby. Better than last year. You're getting yourself a ninth pick in the draft at 5-11. Jaguars beat Tennessee. They end up going 9-8. Chargers lose to the Chiefs. You thought you saw that. Nah, what? Denver beats the Raiders doesn't mean anything. They go 5-11. Raiders 2-15. Panthers win doesn't mean anything. Buccaneers get last in the division. They're probably like top 5 pick. Yep, number 5. All right. Saints win. We'll get to these two. All right. All right. Now let's get to the big games right now. Cowboys eliminate, like we said. Miami is eliminated from the playoffs after they were number 1 for a while, but they lost in a big game versus the Bills at home, and it brought them all the way under the Jets to where now the Jets are like, wow, they made the playoffs. Chargers, Ravens also make it, with the Chiefs, Bengals, Bills, and Jaguars all in order, 1 from 4 making the playoffs. Now the NFC side, Dallas wins versus the Commanders. They go 9-8. Commanders win. 1 win, 1-16. Because I just don't think they'll be good at all. I mean, no, probably not 1-16, but I mean their schedules seem pretty hard. So yeah. Let's get to this game first. Rams confirmed number 1 seed in their division, 3-14. Did a great job versus this division, gotta say. And will one of these teams perhaps get eliminated from this? Bears are not looking good right now. They need to beat Green Bay. And we're gonna have the Seahawks win. Cardinals not looking good. Cardinals are not looking good. Seattle goes 12-5 on the season. Will they still be like number 1? No, they wouldn't. Well, I have Seattle winning. I mean, I already had it. I'm gonna have Minnesota beat Detroit. That was a joke. That was a joke. Minnesota's already eliminated. They're still gonna play their stuff out, but they're already eliminated. Now this game's big. Who will I have winning? I'm gonna have Green Bay winning. They get the number 1 seed because I guess they beat Detroit more. I guess, and Bears are eliminated, which gives the Cardinals and the Seahawks spots. So what happens if the Bears will win? Cardinals would get eliminated, and Bears would still make it. Lions would get number 1 seed. Wow. Okay. Well, Bears are eliminated, and Cardinals get their spot in the playoffs. So let's go to the playoffs. 2 number 7. I got Rams being the Cardinals. I got Eagles at the number 3 spot being the Lions at a close game. Sounds pretty good. We have a rematch right here. I'm going to have the Chargers beat the Jaguars this time. I'm going to have the Bengals beat the Ravens. I'm going to have the Bills beat the Jets. I'm going to have Seattle Seahawks beat the Green Bay Packers. Great run, Green Bay. Great run. I'm going to have the Saints beat the Seahawks. I'm going to have the Chiefs beat the Chargers. Rematch right here. Bengals beat the Chiefs. Oh, my bad. I'm going to have the Rams lose to the Eagles. I'm going to have the Bengals go to Super Bowl with number 2 spot, 13-4, 5-1 in the division. I'm going to have because I'm not trying to be biased, but I really think the Saints team could be good with Derek Carr. Michael Thomas could be the best wide receiver in the league like he was years ago. Was a while back. But it's because he ain't played since then. Last time he played, he was the best wide receiver in the league. Don't even lie. He was. But then this team has an entire Georgia lineup. Has more with the Saints. Maybe NFL does some rig stuff too, to where it's LSU versus NO, Louisiana versus LSU. Maybe do some cheating. Saints would also be at home. Very loud Superdome. Jalen Hurts. I mean, lockdown defense. We're hoping. Uh, but Eagles. Every time we have win against Jalen, nope, Saints. I was just gonna say every time we go against Jalen Hurts, we struggle, but we do not struggle when Jalen Hurts isn't playing, and I have Saints win the Super Bowl. That's just how I feel. See, you can say I'm being biased, but gee, this Saints team is actually solid as a mug. This could be a top defense like they used to be. They have a quarterback this time. They almost made the playoffs the past 2 seasons without a quarterback, bro. This team could be good with Taysom Hill. Team stays healthy. Alvin Kamara, if he's able to play or not, drafted. I mean, yeah. Hopefully, you guys enjoy. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, to the gym. Yeah, see you guys next time. Peace.